Hi everybody, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto, and we're taking a look at an 80 series Toyota Chaser. This is a car we haven't had on the channel before, so I'm really excited to see these ones. This one here has the inline 6-cylinder non-turbo version of the 1G engine, so that's a 1G FE engine. It has a manual transmission and is a 1992 model with 117,000 kilometers. The condition of the car is very, very good for the age. I'm very surprised to see this one in such good condition. There's absolutely no rust on it anywhere. The interior is lovely. I kicked a sign and I think I broke it. Okay, the interior of this car is really neat and very much like it. The Toyota Chasers, especially the 90 and 100s, are very popular cars these days, and it's good to see where these the car came from in terms of styling and performance. It is a high quality car and kept itself in very good condition. So coolant and oil look like they're in good shape. Timing belt was changed at 107,844 kilometers in 2010. Really interesting for me to see the F head on this engine because it's really narrow and long because it's an inline 6-cylinder but has the narrow angle valves. It has an intake system that comes over and down, not dissimilar to the 4AG engine, and it has completely stock airbox and intake, and basically everything in here is stock. No rusties hiding anywhere in the chassis or around there, and mechanically the car is top notch. Old cars like this with a 5-speed manual, especially old Toyotas, are cars that I absolutely love, and so I'm kind of in love with this car. And it looks really cool with this super low stance, the wide wheels like that, and it has a pretty funny steering wheel, which I'll show you in just a sec. Go over to the auction sheet and we'll see what this says. So it's a 1990 Chaser. This is a Avante version, 2-liter inline 6-cylinder, and chassis code is a GX81. Auction grade 4 with an interior C. They were being a little bit mean heads about that because it really should be an interior B, I think. It's a pearl two-tone, and so that's pearl white with the silver in the bottom. And I was thinking why cars these days don't come in two-tone very often when they were so popular in the late 80s, early 90s. And so it is kind of a shame in my mind. A lot of these old Toyotas look great with their silver white, kind of like the Crowns and the Celsiors. And sorry, I'm going to bow as we do in Japan. Don't worry, you're very far away. And I'm sorry for being on the street. We just don't really have a lot of room, especially because, just gonna take a little detour here. The sun cuts off like halfway between the lot, and then the videos turn out really terrible when half the car is in sun and half of it isn't. Okay, so on to whatever else we have here. 117,689 kilometers. It still has registration on it. Power steering, power windows. And it has a the AC system is full automatic, and the dashboard has some really cool little bits in it, which I'll show you in a sec. So this is an original manual car with a Twincam engine, 16-inch wheels with 8 inches wide, and an offset is plus 38 on it. I don't know the stock offset on these cars, so pardon me. It has a GP dual exhaust on it, 29 centimeter steering wheel, which is really, really small if you don't know what 29 is offhand, which I don't. Lowered car, very low, and strangely it has winter tires on it, purchased by user. It says, I can't read this, it says normal something something, it's in reference to the stock parts, I think. Okay, this one is an early model 2-tone paint job, so that would be Zenki. And 1G engine. And seat covers, my favorite seat covers. I really like the Grandpa seat covers. They're the lace that are on the top. I'll just give you a quick little peek here. And we're not getting good exposure for the interior. It's getting later in the day. But these ones are some of my favorite ones of the Grandpa seat covers. Absolutely in love with them. Timing belt was changed. Winter tires on it. Seats are dirty. Suspension areas has rust. I'm just going to give you a little peek. I guess I can't really. It's not a lot of room in there. I'll hold the camera underneath the car so that you can see. And once more on the other side. And because it's dark, you may not be able to see in there completely. Okay, now about the car. So these Chasers look pretty similar to the 1980s version of the Camry, but you get rear-wheel drive in these ones, and they're more of a classy design in my opinion. I do like the look of the Camry from 86 to 91, but I didn't when it was a new car, or when we used to drive one. My wife used to own one, actually. And this one just looks a little bit better. It's very similar in the design, but it is lower, and it is wider, and it is longer. And this one, of course, is a manual with a rear-wheel drive, and that's a big factor. The quality of the car is top-notch everywhere. Doors, like door jambs, are good. Dashboard is good. No cracks in the dashboard. You can tell I'm getting a little bit excited in this car because I love my old 80s Toyotas, especially when they're in good shape. Okay, so we'll go into the back seat first. You can see the tucked in grandpa seat covers. Seat covers are same front and back. They say Chaser on here, so they're the original Toyota ones. There's a zipper here to open this up to move that down. Inside of the car smells like Japanese air freshener, which a lot of people think is a really lovely smell. I'm not somebody who likes cars that smell like anything at all, and so I don't really like the smell, but I know I'm in the minority there. Most people really like the smell of the Japanese air fresheners. Okay, 4 power windows, of course. Tiny little steering wheel that is almost laughable, and extremely good condition seats. I don't know if you can actually see that, but no rips, tears. They're soft, cushy, no saggies. I mean, there are saggies right here, but you don't notice it when you're sitting in it. Headliner's soft and good. Floor mats have this plasticky thing, but underneath is brand new looking floor mats with the Chaser insignia on it and the proper amount of pedals there. Let's just jump in. This car also has the iPhone dock. That's the original from the factory. And when I was talking about the cool stuff with the dashboard, take a look. Here's your automatic AC, and the AC does work. You just set your temperature there. It looks like nobody has ever touched any of these buttons, because after a while, like, the writing will fade a little bit wherever they're commonly touched. Looks like nobody ever touched those. Here's the cool part. Check this out. And here are your extra buttons for your different fan speeds and the different places where you want the air to go. So, really cool little feature there. Here's your stereo, iPod, FM, AM, Seek presets, PL synthesized AM FM receiver, Dolby System P001, but I don't know what that means. These ones go in if you want. There's a button that has, wow, radio if you touch it. Yikes. It's made by Pioneer. That's pretty cool. I guess that was one of the selling points back in the 80s. The car had cigarettes in it, which made me vomit, but I cleaned it up. And I actually didn't vomit. Cup holders in here, so that's neat. Nice, long, sturdy shifter. The car revs so freely and so nicely. It sounds so good with that exhaust on there. Full functioning there. Tidy and nice everywhere. I kind of want this car. We sell an awful lot of cars from the auction, and every once in a while I'll get one that I actually really want myself, and this is one of them. Here's another plus here. Take a look. That's the original floor mat that was optional, and so underneath you have the stock carpeting, but then this extra guard that is custom fit for the trunk. No rust underneath there, and spare tires on the side here in a cool little fabric sewn case. So, not much else to say about it. Condition of the car is really good inside and out. Car's low. I don't know how much power the 1G FE engine puts out, but I believe it's 140 PS. That should be 136 horsepower or so. But manual transmission, rear-wheel drive. Excellent looks. Classy car. So I hope you enjoyed the walk around here. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments section. Check out our website. Link to that is in the description as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a nice day.